Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today we will discuss about 14th July current affairs. Myself Sunny Sandeep. Welcome to my channel Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Let us discuss the current affairs. The first one, Chahbar Port. It is a very important port between and project between India and Iran. Yesterday we have discussed about India, Iran and China. China and Iran relationship and friendship. In that video, yesterday's daily current affairs series, we have discussed that how China-Iran friendship will affect India. Today we are seeing the first step, the first loss to our India, that is Iranian government is dropping rail project from this Chabahar port. In May 2016, IRCON, that is Indian Railways Construction Limited, had signed an MOU, that is Memorandum of Understanding, with the Iranian Rail Ministry. What is this MOU? To construct rail line from Chabahar port to Jehdan along the border with Afghanistan, to curtail the dependence on Central Asia and some other countries. If you construct this rail line between India and Iran, we can overcome some hurdles. That's why in 2016, Indian Railways Construction Limited had signed an MOU with Iranian Rail Ministry. Now, yesterday we have seen that there is a 25 years strategic deal between Iran and China. Now Iranian government has decided to proceed with the construction of this Chabahar port on its own. Here Iranian Rail Ministry, that Iranian government is citing the reasons like delays from the Indian side in funding and starting the project. Here the development comes as the China finalized a massive 25-year strategic partnership deal with the Iran. Here in international relations, there are no permanent enemies or there are no permanent friends. In dynamic manner it will change. Why? Because in previous situation, India and Iran have some friendship deal. That's why in 2016 these both countries have signed regarding this Chabahar port building. But now after 4 years, Iranian government has decided to proceed the construction of this project or this port on its own. Why? Because calculations are changed, our friendship deals are changed. Yesterday we have seen that China and Iran has the 25-year strategic partnership deal with the Iran. Now this topic is very important in international relations, that is IR. Next one, Supreme Court gives ex-royals right to manage deities' property. Here this article is related to Padmanabha Swami temple, which is located in Kerala. Here what is this? It is a decade pending case related to whether, we know that it is the rich temple in India. There is a more property or more jewelry or something related to gold, everything in that temple. Here the question is whether that properties belongs to previous one, or that means previous rulers or hereditary, or whether it belongs to states. Here if you see two things. The first one, that Padmanabha Swami temple's hierarchy and another side of state government. Here the last ruler is Travancore ruler Sri Chitira Tirunal Balarama Varma, died in 1991. After that there is a case pending in Kerala High Court. Here in 2020, that is yesterday's decision, a bench of Justice UU Lithit and Indu Malhotra has given SC gives ex-royals right to manage that deity's property. Here, on the other side, there is a argument regarding there is a constitutional amendment, that is 26th constitutional amendment, which put an end to privy purses enjoyed by erstwhile rulers would nudge the temple and properties into the hands of state. We know that there is a 26th constitutional amendment. According to that Padmanabha Swami temple property belongs to state only, but now in a historic judgment SC gives that property or that the deity's property will by come to the only that rulers hereditary or hierarchy. Here that UU Lalit is telling that Sabbatiship was always in the royal family and the ruler represented the unbroken line of Shabbatis. Here underline this statement. Shabbatiship was always in the royal family and the ruler represented the unbroken line of Shabbatis. That's why SC gives that properties or deities properties to the right to manage that Shabbatiship. This is an end to the Padmanabha Swami temple's property. Next one, aircraft carriers to get Indian jets by 2032. We know that the Navy is expected to get the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, that is HAL, built twin engine carrier aircraft being developed by Defence Research and Defence Organization by 2032. If you see one previous one, that is it will replace the MiG 29 case that will deploy into 2034. Now this HAL is manufacturing the aircraft carriers by 2032, that means 2 years earlier. Here the Navy currently operates the Russian origin carrier, that is INS Vikramaditya. Now it is trying to build the first indigenous aircraft carrier Vikrant operational by 2022. With that, aircraft carriers to get Indian jets by 2032. Next one, will invest, that is Google will invest 10 billion, that is equals to almost 75,000 crores in Indian rupees. 10 billion India, says Google chief. Google will invest 10 billion in India. How and what it will invest? Focus on digitizing the economy and building the India first products and services. It will focus on more on digitizing the economy, that is digital economy, and building the India first products and India services, products and service based companies. Here through that 10 billion will invest through a mix of equity investments, partnerships, operational infrastructure and ecosystem investments. Here this investment been in 4 categories. The first one, enabling affordable access and information for every Indian in their own language. That means accessing the information is the most important in nowadays information technology or information world. That's why Google is concentrating more on the enabling the affordable access and information for every Indian there in own languages. Now almost 20 plus languages in India. That's why Google is concentrating on enabling affordable access and information for every Indian. Suppose I am resident of Andhra Pradesh, I will access in Telugu. Say suppose one person is resident of Tamil Nadu, he will access in Tamil Nadu. One person is resident of Kerala, he will access the data in a Malayali. Say suppose northern states, it will access mostly in Hindi. That's why enabling the affordable access and information for every Indian in their own languages. The first one. And second one, building products and services that are deeply relevant to India's unique needs. That means most of the needs or most of the equipments are importing from other countries like China, USA or some other countries. Now this time Google is concentrating on building products and services that are deeply relevant to India's unique needs. That means that is fit for only India only. Here the third one, empowering business on their digital transformation journey and leveraging the technology. We know that we are still in fourth information technology stage only. That's why it is giving more importance to the leveraging technology and the digital transformation in the India. The fourth one and important one for artificial intelligence for social good in areas such as health, education and agriculture. Here for every country, in my suggestion or in my point of view, every country first should concentrate on this health, education and agriculture. Why? Because we are seeing the now COVID-19 situation. If we invest more on this health, now we will definitely fight against this COVID-19. We are neglecting that health issue or health infrastructure. Now it's time to nudge our government that our investment or our budget related, we have to give more importance to these three concepts or the categories. The first one, health, education and agriculture. Then India will become the most developed country. This is regarding FDI, that is foreign direct investment. This economy, this article is related to economy only. Next one, Afghanistan Pakistan trade agreement, transit trade agreement, APTTA. It is a bilateral trade agreement signed in 2010 by Pakistan and Afghanistan. It calls for greater facilitation in the movement of goods among the two countries between Pakistan and Afghanistan. It allows for the both countries to use each other's airports, railways, roads and ports for transit trade along designated transit corridors. It is very important. Afghanistan Pakistan transit trade agreement, that is APTTA. Next one, in the series of previous paper analysis, we will discuss 79th question. Atal Innovation Mission is set up under the options are Department of Science and Technology, and B Ministry of Employment, and C Niti Aayog, D Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. These are the four options given here for the 79th question. Here, when I am attempting my UPSC attempts in 2017 and 2019, I experienced some, or I got some takeaways in that previous, even though I didn't clear that exam, I got some experience, I got some takeaways from that one that I will share with you. That is, UPSC will give 100 questions, we know that. In that 100 questions, every question is not tough. Please underline the word. Every question is not tough. Very easy questions also is there. That is 79th question is there. That means it is very easy question. That's what I am telling, that whenever we are attempting or whenever we are writing any competitive exams like UPSC or APPSC, we have to concentrate more, or we have to check, or we have to hunt for the very easy questions. Then only we will attempt that easy questions first. After that we will go to for some moderate questions. After that, if time permits, we will attempt the tough questions. Like that we have to prioritize our attempting the questions. That means if you attempt this question, we will get some 2 marks in a easier manner. That means within 2 to 3 seconds we will put as a Niti Aayog as the right answer. That means C is the right options for 79th question. C is the Niti Aayog will Atal Innovation Mission, AIM, is set up under the Niti Aayog. With this we can conclude our video. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Gear up for Group 1 exam. This is Sunny Sandeep signing out. Take care and bye bye.